What's good, YouTube? It's your guys, the Westside Ward, the Do-Rag Demon, the Bearded Bandit, all that. I'm at y'all again, man. It's been so long. I missed y'all. I know y'all miss me. Y'all already know the vibes. If you know, you know. I've been going through some things, going through some stuff, as well as, you know, my family, my household, and all that. So it's been a little here, there, and everywhere, and a little crazy. If you haven't already, check that video that I put out right before this one. It's giving an update about me moving on with, you know, what's going on in my life, and just basically a life update for me. In lieu of that, I decided, why not bring it back to the reactions. It's been a while. It's been a long time. I miss the reactions. I ain't gonna hold y'all. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, what better way to jump back into the reactions than to react to my wife? I'm gonna be reacting to Simply Show's life update. He moved out. He, meaning me. So I'm gonna be reacting to that. I already know what it is. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the bells, man. Bang, bang, bang. So you're notified every time that I drop another vid. Whether it be a vlog, whether it's a reaction, whatever it is. It doesn't even matter. You get the noti, so you know what's going on. Also, sometimes I post in the community tab, things like that. I haven't seen this video. I'll be honest. On everything I love, I haven't seen this video at all. Let's go jump right into this and react right to Simply Show's life update. So let's see what she's talking about.
Hey Simplies, and welcome back to another video. It's your girl. I mean, so
she gorgeous though. She beautiful.
Funny. I know y'all probably too through with me. Don't be too through with me though, y'all. I'm coming back, and I'm coming back better. But before we get into today's video, make sure that you subscribe. If you have not already subscribed, give this video a thumbs up. Make sure your post notifications are turned on. And we're going to jump right into this video. Today I'm going to give you guys a little life update on your girl. I feel like it's important to update you guys every so often on what's going on with me personally, mentally, emotionally, all that. Like, we're just doing a little check-in, you know? Checking in with each other real quick. So you guys read the title. Y'all ready to know what's going on with me. So basically, you're not subscribed to my other channel, Eddie and Michelle, then you kind of want to go over there to that channel and check out the latest video on that channel. That way you'll be up to date as to like what's going on, because if you just watch this video, you're going to be confused. Watch that video if you haven't, and then head back over here to this one. I'll put the link down below so you can just click it, and that's about it. But basically, your girl has been feeling real bad lately. Listen, your girl was man down for like a good 5-6 days.
She was sick. She was.
Mom, that was strep throat. Don't even ask me how I got it. Don't know. Just do the necessities, grocery store, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I was in bed for like 4 or 5 days.
She was sick.
But I'm feeling better now. I'm gonna get this camera angle right because it's hurting my damn wrist. So yeah, I had strep throat. I don't know where I got it from, but I was feeling really bad. My chest was hurting. Didn't really have much of a cough, but my throat just was crazy swollen, and so was my gland. So all praises to Jesus that your girl was COVID free, because I definitely went to go get a test because I was freaking out. You know, my anxiety was like not letting me rest. I was worried, and I was like, let me just cross this off my list so I can rest. So thank you, Jesus, I just had strep throat. So now I'm just back inside. I'm not even trying to be whatever. Your girl got happy and went and got my toes done last week. And I don't know, I'm thinking maybe I picked it up from there, but I was shielded up. But that's neither here nor there. I'm good, I'm back, and I'm better. I'm still not like 100%, but I said, you know what, it's been a while, let me pick this camera up. They probably like, where is your girl? You haven't been uploading on this channel. You haven't been uploading on your other channel. Girl, get it together. So for 2021, that's what I'm going to do. Okay? I'm going to get my together. Back in. Alright, so I'm going to just jump right into it. Let me stop beating around the bush. You guys read the title. If you don't know and you're new to my channel, I've been married for 6 years. I have been with my husband for 9 years. And we have beautiful children together. And you know, I feel like after a while, things just run its course. I feel like people get used to or get comfortable behaving and acting a certain way, and that kind of becomes a norm in a relationship. And if you kind of sweep it under the rug, or you don't really like pay too much attention to it, it's hard for that other person to change. You know, you just practice negative behaviors, or you wake up every day and you say, I'm going to be angry. Every day you're going to wake up angry because this is your comfort zone. It's easy for you to wake up angry. Right. Or every day you wake up and you pick up a bottle. This is what makes you feel good. It's easy for you. So it's hard for you to change and stop doing the things that are not healthy for yourself or for others. And I feel like that's definitely what has happened with Eddie and I. Not a lot of communication. Yes, baby. I need some juice. Lack of communication, just not being mindful. You know, after a while, I feel like people tend to outgrow each other. I don't really feel like we have outgrown each other. No. I feel like a lot of ways about us are very immature, very toxic, and just being selfish in the situation. You can't have a relationship and be for self. I realize being in a relationship is constant work. It's a job. A lot of people fail to realize that when you're dating somebody or even married, you can't put in the work one day.
I mean, of course, I'm on board with what she's saying. I was really into, you know, what she was saying. So excuse me if I seemed like a little we agreed, you know, that it was going to be for the time and for the time being. So that's exactly what happens when you get too comfortable in life, in a relationship, and whatever. That's exactly what happens to you. What do? You think everything all good. You're not worried about anything. You ain't got to get dressed up. You know, you could walk around in your scarf. You could walk around, you know, in your pajamas or whatever, farting, using the bathroom or whatever. You comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So you always got to remember to continue to do the work. You got to continue to make yourself look beautiful. Do your self-care. Make sure that everything is A1 on you. And you're completely fulfilling and satisfying, you know, your significant other. That's what a relationship is. But yeah, let's get back into it.
Yeah, and then tomorrow you're like, oh, well, I already put in all these hours. I already did this. I catered to her. I catered to him. Now today I could just show because I already proved myself. No, it's hard, and that's why a lot of people just remain single or they're constantly in different relationships because they don't understand why it's failing.
I think it's too much work.
You constantly put in that work. You have to kind of value that relationship. You're not gonna always agree on everything. I mean, who would want a perfect relationship? I feel like I always want room to grow. But when you're constantly repeating the same things and, you know, you're kind of like not caring about how you're making the other person feel, it can turn real hectic. It can get hectic, and I feel like sometimes you gotta take a break and just like remove yourself from the situation. So it was Eddie's decision to make this move, and he felt like it was
1000%. I chose to do it. I wanted to do it. I felt like sometimes you just have to put your hands up and just stop the madness. Like, you cannot keep on going and going and going and going in the same circle, in the same cycle. I couldn't see my baby doing that. I couldn't see me doing that. Now, we both comfortable and there's no real spark there. We're not really even trying. Nobody's trying. It's regular routine. It's everyday schedule. And we kind of don't really have a lot of time or don't have time, so you kind of got to factor that in and make that understandable too as well. But everything she's saying right now is facts. Everything she's saying, I'm not going to come at her for anything, or I'm going to say it where I feel like I need to, but right now she's speaking all facts.
It was healthier for him to not be in the house. And yes, it was hard for me. Yes, I'm still adapting, but I'm proud to say that we are handling it way different than I thought, way different than I have ever in any of my relationships, because normally when I'm done or things hit the fan, it's just like, that's it. You know what I mean? You're done with that person. Lose my number, no communication. It's like that. But for me, I have a lot of respect for Eddie. We've been through a lot of things. We shared a lot of things, and it's not that easy for me to just, shut him out. And I would never want to do that anyway, because of our bond and because of our children and just the good times that we did have. So I'm learning how to adapt being by myself. It feels weird because when you're with somebody for so many years, waking up to them, doing everything routine, it is a hard pill to swallow and it's hard to adapt, but it's not impossible. I mean, the first couple of days that your girl was going through it, okay? I was feeling real sad, I was feeling bad, but it also...
Listen, you wasn't alone, baby. She was not alone. I was going through it. I was going through it, y'all. If y'all see me in public or you see me out and about and I ain't look much like myself, yo, sorry, excuse me. Because on everything, I was going through it. I was missing my baby. I was not happy with what I did or how I did it, but I did it because I felt like it was necessary. And sometimes those uncomfortable decisions, and you got to do it for the greater good. Because at the end, that's when everything's going to be all good. It's going to be all good. Sometimes you got to do stuff you're not used to, or sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do. So that's where we're at. And I mean, just for the fact that she's adjusting and she's looking at it in a different light, and she's hitting it with a different perspective, she getting different vibes off of this. So to say me, she getting vibes off your boy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, better. I want us to be so much greater. You know, I got big plans, big dreams for us, as well as I know she does too. So it's like sometimes you have to step back and you gotta like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it has to be distance, things like that. So
taught me to love myself and learn how to be by myself. A lot of us, and this is no shade, but a lot of people struggle with being by themselves. Like, some people feel like they need to have a man or a woman to make them feel whole, and at the end of the day, I need me to make me feel whole. So that's what I'm learning how to do, learning how to rebuild and love myself again before depending on a man to give me that, because I want to be so full with love and confidence in myself. When I get back, whoever I end up with, I want to be able to feel
I ain't like
so
that.
confident.
I ain't like that. Whoever she end up with, See, I don't know if I could be watching this. That's what I'm saying. A little hard for me. That's what I'm saying. It's a little difficult, just a little bit. It's gonna be me. See, that's what I'm saying. I gotta turn around. I gotta make me a better me. I gotta work on me so that I could be who she's with, who she wants to be with. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to be that. You know, you keep on with the same routine, treating somebody the same exact way, whether it's her doing it to me or me doing it to her, it doesn't matter. After a while, it just wears thin. But yeah, back to what I was saying. It's gonna be me.
And about myself, like, being with a man, it's just a bonus. You know what I'm saying? When they speak life into me and they compliment me, that's just an extra bonus. But I already feel like that solely by myself. And I feel like I kind of lost that. You know, over time, I kind of lost my self-confidence. I kind of lost the love that I had for myself. I had to find it again. And when you lose yourself, sometimes you're not aware of your actions because you're not in a positive place. You're in a dark place, and you're trying to get yourself out of that dark place. Sometimes it's harder for others to get out of it, and you just kind of just go with the wind. It's like, okay, I made it through today. Tomorrow is another struggle. And I feel like we were spiraling down. Eddie and I both were like spiraling down and just not really listening to one another, not really respecting one another, not really growing. Like, after a while, I feel like we became stagnant in our relationship. It was just like we were just together just because, like, this is what it is. We're married. We're just going to be together, and we're going to just sweep all our problems under the rug. And because we made it through today, yesterday was a rough day, you know what, tomorrow will be better. And it was just too much inconsistent behavior, too much negativity. And I feel like it wasn't fair to myself. It wasn't fair to Eddie. Most importantly, it wasn't fair to the children to be in a household where two parents have a lot of tension. Although we try not to display it in front of them, children are very observant.
Yeah,
our children in particular, they observe everything. I wanted to make sure that our negative behaviors and our dysfunctionalism wasn't going to roll off onto the children. Like, at the end of the day, my kids that's it. My kids are what matters the most. So it's not easy, you know, when you're in a relationship. Like I said, it hasn't been easy since he's been gone, but communicate, you know what I'm saying? We communicate all the time. He still comes to see me and the kids, so it's not like, you know, we cut ties off with each other. But living together right now is just not something that we feel is right, because we need to get it together. And I feel like you can't really get yourself together if you're around somebody.
Fact. That's a fact. You can't do it like that. And one of the prime reasons and prime examples as to why it was that I chose to remove myself is because I felt like it was about to become too crazy in here. It was already becoming too crazy in here. There's but so much you can deal with or get fed up with before one of us blows up. And then who is ultimately going to feel it? The other people around. Kids. And also, to what she was saying, you never want to hear your woman, you never want to hear your lady talk like that. And say things like she wasn't being heard. That as me, as a man, that hurts me. Because that's part of one of the reasons why we are where we are. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get back into it, because we got a lot more to this video to go.
Sometimes you need to be by yourself to really focus up, because sometimes it can be a distraction. You know what I'm saying? You set goals for yourself, and then you're with somebody who's kind of like your weakness or whatever the case. You kind of forget about what you need to do because, again, you're focusing on that person. So
True.
This time is really important for me, and I'm sure it's important for Eddie to focus up. Like, this year, I'm going to make it a goal for myself to do things that I always put off. Do things that I thought I never could do, and stop being so hard on myself, and do the things that I love and not worry about what other people think. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's my life, it's my choice, it's my feelings. Nobody's walking in my shoes, so you kind of have to do what you feel is right for yourself. Even though other people may not agree, and they may have the most to say about you, then you just cut them out. You just X them out. I know everybody's so grateful to be into 2021 because 2020 was rough for everybody, but unfortunately for me, 2021 came in a little rusty for me as well. But that doesn't mean it has to stay that way. And I'm gonna make sure that it doesn't stay that way. So it's been real rough. I mean, there was days where I was just like, I don't know. You have something with somebody and you share so much with them, and before you know it, they're no longer there. It's definitely something that it's really hard to get used to. But by the grace of God, I've been keeping myself busy. I started doing things that I didn't even think I was even gonna ever be into. Like, I started being into getting into like flowers and like plants and stuff like that. And I'm gonna definitely show you guys maybe in another video. But I'm just doing things for me now, doing things to help me grow. The reason why I chose to start plants and like growing like little flower pots and stuff is because I want to use that as like a therapeutic exercise for myself. As my plants grow, as I nurture them and water them, I'm actually growing as a person as well. So it kind of helps me, it kind of gives me motivation to just keep growing. But I want to grow for the better. So I'm doing that. I've been doing like a lot of cleaning, like throwing out stuff. Kind of just want to release and get ready, or just doesn't need to be in my house. I'm just trying to like change, like I said, change the room up, just like declutter things. I'm trying to like get rid of a whole bunch of shoes and clothes that I have. To show you guys like a little sneak peek right now. So the color scheme that I'm going for in my room is gonna be yellow, gray, and white or whatever. So I ordered these sheets off of Overstock, okay, and they were definitely
what's the thread count on that?
And I literally just got this package in the mail right now. I'm assuming it is my bedspread. And I got some cute wall decor. I'm gonna do the video. I'm not gonna tell you too much. So yeah, I'm trying to keep myself busy because the moment I sit by myself, you know, and there's times where I'm by myself, I start to the what ifs, the whys. I wish I could have did this better. You know, I start getting angry. I start coming down on myself, but that's not what we're here to do. We're here to uplift and speak life into ourselves. Enough with the I did this, I did that. We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. There's not one person that's walking this earth that has not made a mistake. So gotta stop being so hard on ourselves. It's not the end of the world. It felt like it was the end of the world, but I feel like you gotta take it one day at a time. And I found that each day I was getting a little bit more stronger. Like I was finding my strength. I was finding my happiness, but being by myself. You know what I'm saying? Even though it felt weird, I would look, you know, I found myself looking for him or certain things I would expect. I forgot that he wasn't here, so it was definitely hard for me. But I'm gonna end this off because my dang battery's about to die. But it's been rough for me, but only the strong survive. I feel like God tests us. I feel like, you know, we all go through different things in our lives. Life is unexpected, period. Like, you just never know what's gonna happen. You just have to live life like it's your last. Just try to live right each day. You know, we're imperfect people, but you gotta take the good with the bad, and you gotta just like dust yourself off and pick yourself up. It's not easy. This obstacle that I'm dealing with right now is probably one of 1,000 more that's probably gonna come into my life. But I feel like God only gives us these battles to prepare us for something better. A lot of times things happen and we question it, like, why me, why this? But God does things. And if you're not even spiritual, I feel like just things happen for a reason to teach you things. Maybe you didn't see it, so it had to happen to you like this for you to wake up, for you to be better, for you to stop doing what you're doing, for you to change your ways. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And that's how I have to look at it. And this time being away from Eddie is just teaching me more about myself. Things that I really don't like about myself, things that I want to change about myself, things that I need to do for myself. Just woke me up. I'm hoping the best for Eddie. There's no bad blood. I'm hoping that he's able to get to a place with himself where he's happy and he can work on the things that he wants to work on. If God foresees us to be back together solid, you know, back together like we should be, then so be it. I'm open to it. But right now, I'd rather us focus on getting ourselves together before trying to just jump back into something and we end up in the same place where we don't want to be at. And it's not going to be helpful. It's just going to leave us both feeling hurt again, and I'm trying to prevent that. So that's basically what it's been. It's been almost 2 months now, but like I said, it's all love. It's all love on this side for me. Yeah, I just want to give you guys a life update. Everything else has been good. You know, my anxiety's been a little crazy, as you can expect, because the emotions and my emotional sensitive ass. Us women are so emotional, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm very emotional. When I care and I love hard, and I can't control that. But I feel like crying and all of this that you go through when you go through a breakup or whatever, separation or whatever the case may be, is just strengthening you. That's all it is. But I have some more stuff that I want to talk to you guys about in another video as far as like my mental health is going, like what I've been doing, things I've been doing to like target that, to make sure that I stay afloat and that I don't, you know, let that affect what's going on in my situation. But this is basically the update. Your girl's still good. I'm doing good. I hope y'all doing good. If you're going through any type of struggle in your relationship right now and you can relate to me, just know that it's gonna be okay. It's not gonna feel like this forever. It feels crazy the first couple of days. Because you have to, the first couple of days is always going to feel crazy because you have to process what's happening.
Always.
You literally have to process like what's going on and what you're going to do next. Like what's my next move? But you could feel first. The first thing that I did was feel. It's okay to feel. Like get your feelings out. Get it out for you. And then start working on yourself. Don't keep blaming yourself. Don't keep being so hard on yourself just to figure out an answer. It's not always like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be okay. We're going to be okay. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. Turn your bells on. Also, go ahead.
Alright, I'm going to stop it here. Wow. Alright. So, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy to watch. I'm just like, oh my God. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to do. I'll be honest. I'm happy. I'm glad. I'm overjoyed. Part of me is also pleasantly even surprised that, you know, Shella's taking it so positive, you know, and she's trying to set goals for herself. She's trying to be, you know, make sure that I'm not defining her. I'm an asset to her. I think that's what's beautiful. I think that's the way to go, and that's a great way to look at it. And even at times in the past, she hasn't looked at it like that. She's looking at it like that now. And honestly, that's all I can ask for. Because me as an individual too. That's all I'm doing too. Listen, like she said, and I'm going to go off of what she said. We all make mistakes. Not everybody has to be held to such a grave standard. To the fact that it's a mistake. We all make mistakes. Now, I just clear the air and I say that. It has to do with her and I. We grew as people. Now, instead of giving up and just cutting our losses, cutting ties, and continuing moving on, we're deciding, because we believe in us and we believe in this. So this is a journey that we're continuing to go on. You know, you guys can still catch us on our regular channel. We'll still be dropping videos over there. Like I said, we're trying to work through this. So it's not like, oh, well, oh my God, it's complete separation. She do her thing. I hate her. I do my thing. She hate me. No, nobody's doing that. Nobody's saying any of that. We're trying to work on this. Like most things in life, you must work on things just like she was saying. And somewhere along the line, we stopped working. So now, this is time to stop, reset, find ourselves again, continue to build ourselves up, and just come more correct. That's it. Just two more complete individuals. We want to be completely whole. So when we come to the table, we're bringing something. You don't want to show up to the table empty-handed. I think her video was beautiful. It was strong. It was a positive message. I don't think she was dissing me. I don't think she was knocking me at all, any way, shape, or form. I'm willing. You know, this is not a shot at trying to get content or trying to get views, trying to get watch time or new subscribers or anything like that. We really giving y'all the real. We're giving y'all our life, and this is just what we started to do. So we're just continuing along. That's all. But hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, man. Turn on the bell so you're notified every single time that I drop another vid or a banger. I don't know. It depends on, you don't even know what you're going to get from me. Once again, it's the Do-Rag Demon, the Bearded Bandit, signing off to y'all. And what? Y'all got that energy? Keep that energy.